avoided this topic long enough. Kind of annoying me right now, so I think I should address it. PlayStation ponies are just delusional. Because I remember when they announced Starfield before Microsoft got Bethesda, they were really happy that Bethesda was considering Starfield to be exclusive to PlayStation. And then now they're just really bashing on Starfield for some reason. They like changed their mind. And also, whenever they're bashing on the whole 30 frames per second frame rate, and saying that it could run more because it's like empty, you do realize that the sun, like the graphics and like the intense, like the fact that you can see like far distances when you're walking, and the loading of like environments like instantly, and also the fact that a lot of planets would have creatures everywhere that you would like either fight or like harvest from, and like plants everywhere that you get, and different factions that would like be separate from like going to a different planet, and then you see one faction go to a completely different planet, see the same faction but different part of it, and all that stuff. And of course you see the ship that you can build and all that stuff. And also you can play it on PC, and it's still gonna be part of Xbox. They're still gonna get profit out of that. You're pretending that because you're not playing it on that plastic device, that's a lose if you're playing it on PC. It's a win-win on either end for Microsoft. Oh, and I heard this like really stupid thing. I think Marlin Nation or something. He mentioned if Microsoft is struggling with 60 FPS, which they're not, they're just struggling to keep it that way. He said that if they're like struggling to with Starfield, he doesn't think that GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, would work that well with it. Just ignoring the fact that obviously Starfield is way more powered and way more like graphic intensive, and thousands of planets and all that stuff. Just like ignoring that fact. And GTA, I highly doubt they're gonna be that ambitious. And people are saying that right when it comes out, it should be like pristine. And they said that the creators or something said that there would be no bugs. Actually, they said very low, like little bit amount of bugs, which is two completely different things. Low bugs and no bugs. Would you rather be in a room with no bugs or a few bugs? You would say no bugs. If those two are two different things, they're different, right? I'm just saying. And he's saying games that don't push the graphic intensity or like the power of the Xbox, right? Have you seen Flight Simulator? Because you're saying that Forza is still gonna be like the big one that's pushing it, but I think Flight Simulator is gonna do it. And also, you see that City Skyline 2? That's really graphic intensive. That's like very detailed like things, and you can big cities, and then each like thing, each building is like individual. So like that would be pretty pushing something, right? And I like the Fable series, so a new Fable, and also the company that has like really good graphics, like the Forza people that made Forza, making the Fable game. So yeah, Xbox is in a good position at the moment. I don't want this video to really age like milk like a lot of other videos. So I'm saying at the moment, currently, it's doing pretty well. And I expect it to do good, but if it fails, it fails. So it's not really gonna age that bad. And the fact that Xbox is open to putting it more like with like Steam and a lot of the PC stuff and cloud gaming and all that stuff, and PlayStation at the moment, for some reason, only focusing on PlayStation and like putting some games on PC. But yeah, that's what I have to say. And also, some people I'm not even in any of the sides of PlayStation or Xbox, but Xbox people occasion like most of the time are the ones that are really like pushing that, like, oh, they're gonna win, they're win. And Microsoft admits that they're on the losing end of it, and they also don't care as much because they're going more everywhere you can play Xbox games. So they're losing in the Xbox area, but planning to be more in the future, looking in the future. Because looking at the PlayStation showcase and the Xbox showcase, I'm not even a gamer. I don't usually play that much at all, really. I only play when like my brother convinces me, or like I find like a free game to play, like I'm kind of bored. But even a person like me that doesn't really like enjoying games, that Xbox showcase wanted like pretty much almost convinced me to actually get the things. So I'm more leaning to Xbox, even though I'm not in any of the sides. But yeah. And it's just funny that Sony really is trying to stop Microsoft getting Activision, even though they're number one. Like Microsoft is not, like PlayStation is number one. They're just afraid of the competition, I guess. they were afraid of the whole Call of Duty thing. Even though Microsoft says they'll give it 10 years to like be everywhere, and then if that does well, they'll continue it onward. And also, they want Activision Blizzard to be more like the Mojang, where it's like Minecraft is everywhere, every system, everything. Which is interesting. And also, they mentioned that Microsoft is gonna want to focus on the IPs that Activision Blizzard kind of ignores because they focus on Call of Duty way too much. So I just think sorry, changing the subject multiple times, but I just think that PlayStation people are pushing their whole thing like other people are saying copium, they're like saying things and they want to believe things. Because there are good PlayStation games. It's just that you're saying that PlayStation is constantly winning, and then whenever Microsoft attempts to get an advantage, you're mad about them attempting to be more competitive, which you say that you want them to do, but you don't want them to do. Doesn't really make sense to me. But to me, if you really want the competitiveness of the competition, I would say you would want Microsoft to get Activision if you believe that Sony PlayStation is like way ahead of them. That's like, oh, they have no like Xbox has no games. Xbox is losing hard, and then whenever they announce something that they want to do to be more of an even ground, they say that Microsoft shouldn't do it. Especially that one guy that is like a Nintendo super fan that wants Microsoft and like Xbox and PlayStation to just give up. That's also pretty weird. But overall, I'm saying that PlayStation people should embrace situations where Microsoft wants to compete more. I'm pretty sure that one Microsoft person, the person that works with Xbox, that's attempting to get Activision Blizzard, he says that if you want Microsoft Xbox to compete, you should let this acquisition to happen, which I completely agree, because if they're way behind, then buying this won't really make them like top end. It would at least just give Microsoft more of a leg up. They want to go to mobile gaming, the phone games, and all that stuff. And PlayStation even said that they're really threatened from Game Pass. They have nothing to compete with Game Pass. But yeah. Sorry about this rambling. I just wanted to do one video about this and probably another one later on whenever I think of more stuff. But overall, Xbox fanboys also become somewhat toxic too, but in a more understandable way. PC gamers, they're eating pretty well, like be able to play both sides of the situation. But yeah, yeah.